Hello, welcome to the Speech Diaries. I'm Loretta Zajac. It's now summertime, and what happens in summertime? Weddings. I thought it would be a good idea to share some of the wedding speeches I have had the privilege of giving over the past several years. More recently, though, I did have an opportunity to co-officiate a wedding. That one I'm going to share with you in the next few weeks. But first, let's start off with my inaugural wedding speech, which was my son Michael's. So here it is, Michael and Maria. I hope you enjoy. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this celebration of love between Michael and Maria. Tonight, I have the pleasure of talking about something in my life that has been very significant, and that is being Mike's mom. I also have the delightful privilege of welcoming Maria into our family. Before I get started, I just wanted to say a very sincere thank you to some young people here tonight. I truly believe that Michael has become the man he is today, largely due to those he has hung around with through most of his formative years. The ones he has laughed with, got in trouble with, joked with, and yes, cried with. His friends. Brian, Pat, Marco, Gino, and the girls. Thank you all for being the true definition of good friends. All of you have grown into fine men and women, and I am proud to know you all. When I was asked to say a few words on behalf of our family, there were valid concerns that I couldn't pull it off without shedding a few tears. I tend to be over-emotional, but I promised I would try. Which got me thinking about the first time that my super sensitivity came into being, and that was the day my first child, Michael, was born. A nurse handed me this beautiful 7-pound, 15-ounce baby boy. And as I looked at this tiny miracle in my arms, my entire being was overwhelmed. So much so that all I could do was cry. A few moments later, I had my first heart-to-heart with my son. I doubt Mike remembers those words I shared with him back then, but I do. I promised that I would always be there for him. I would teach him right from wrong and protect him from anything that threatened to harm him. And someday, I would give him the world. It didn't take long for Michael to grow, and when he was about 9 years old, he played baseball. I remember one game I was watching, and Mike was up to bat. I noticed him eye the ball, then he swung and missed. My heart sank. The next pitch, he let sail by. The umpire ruled a ball. Rightfully so. Mike had a good eye. On the third pitch, I heard a smack. Right down left field that ball flew, and so did Mike. He ran to first, then second. He was motioned to stride for third, and finally slid into home plate. Safe. He had hit his first home run, and everyone on the team was standing and cheering and celebrating. And me, what was I doing? I was crying. By the way, he was named Home Run King that season. There were many other events throughout our lives that prompted me to cry. for happy mostly. Thinking about this day brought tears to my eyes. Tears because we remember the past and those we love that are no longer with us. My parents, Michael's, Babsha, and Jaja, had always wished that one day they would dance at Michael's wedding. And somehow, I know that tonight they are. It's a day when we celebrate the present, those that are here. We can now embrace them and have an opportunity to let them know just how much we care. It's a day that marks the future with so many possibilities for Michael and Maria. A future that is hopefully brimming with promise of good fortune, health, and happiness in their life together. Yes, it's a day in which the past, present, and future culminate in joy and mark the beginning of a new family. And quite frankly, I think crying is a good thing because tears are simply a message from your heart. When words aren't enough to express an emotion, your heart takes over and you cry. And right now, as I share this day of love with my son and his new wife, with our families and our friends, I am so overwhelmed that my heart can't help but explode with emotion. And yes, I may shed a few tears, but they are tears of joy and tears of love. I am very proud of my son. He has grown into a good and decent man. I'm proud of all my children, my 3 beautiful daughters, Christina, Melissa, and Michelle. And now I have another daughter to add to the fold. And again, I am truly blessed. So Maria, I would like to say a few words to you in a very special way. Bella Maria, tu è una brava donna, portato molto amore alla vita del mio figlio. Spero che felicità e buona salute e un futuro di amore e gioia. Dare il benvenuto alla nostra famiglia. And now I have a promise to fulfill, one that I made many years ago. And with your permission, Michael, I would like to share that promise with you and your new bride. Michael and Maria, I give you both the world. I know you will serve it well. Everyone, please join me in toasting the bride and the groom. May you live happily ever after. That wedding took place on July 31st, 2004, and it was the most amazing wedding I had ever been to up to that point. It was full of family, friends, music, great food, and we had the best time ever. It was incredible. And I'm very happy to report that they had 15 beautiful years together. There were challenges, but they overcame them together. They were best friends, and they had a very strong support system with Maria's family and their friends, and they traveled. They got a little kitten, Penny Lane, which they loved. Their life together was just full of joy, happiness, and blessings. And there was nothing that they wouldn't do for each other. Sadly, my son passed away in 2019 from cancer, but Maria stood by him. She was right there beside him all the way, loving him, caring for him. And she was such a blessing to him and to our family. And yes, it's sad that he had to leave us so early, but witnessing the love that they had for one another was just an incredible joy in knowing that true love does exist. And I am so grateful for everything. And I just hope you enjoyed this video, because it was an amazing event, and it's something that I will always cherish, just like their love.